Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.
Good morning, USA. Yo.
Jess will be here in a second. Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump day. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Good morning.
You forgot what day it was?
I did forget what day it was, man. It's all a blur. You know what? You know why? Because I said all summer long I just want to chase like real dopamine. Mm-hmm. So it's just been a blur the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
You know, when you go to 3 Jay-Z shows in a row at 48 years old, and then the very next weekend you go to see Jeezy and Mary J. Blige in Vegas, you really haven't caught up with much.
You're tired.
Okay?
Yeah. A little all over the place for a little
And I'm going to catch me another dopamine hit this weekend.
I'm not mad at you.
Yep.
That's what it's about.
Where you going this weekend?
None of your business. I'll tell you after the fact, after I come back.
Damn.
He told us already, Jess. You'll be paying attention.
No. I don't like to say stuff like that on the air. See, y'all like to announce where y'all going and take a bunch of pictures and stuff when y'all there, and then, you know.
All I do is work on the weekends. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'd rather tell you when I come back.
What's up, Joe?
Okay.
What you
If you see
doing?
me posted,
I'm
I've been somewhere, I'm already gone.
Yeah, me too.
Long gone.
Me too. What's up, Jess?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Salute to 50 Cent and Stars. Last night they had the premiere of the episode of Fightland.
Nice.
I hosted the red carpet last night, ran into a bunch of people. I seen 50 Cent, I seen Mac Wilds, I seen Sherry Shepherd, I seen Notori Norton, I seen Rich the Kid, Sleepy Hollow. So many different people came out. So the premiere, it comes out on Stars July 31st, and it's another series. So it's based off of out of UK. So it's a UK series.
Nice.
And it's about a boxer who's a championship winner. He wins, and the night he wins, he loses his brother. And it's about him getting revenge and all this other stuff. And it's
Man, all that's
really
cool.
dope.
What 50 was talking about, man? He say anything? Say anything good?
That's all you care about?
Yes.
This was all about positivity last night in the
I ain't
premiere
say
of
it's not
his
positive. Sometimes
new
somebody,
flick.
you know, catching a
Fightland.
nuke is positive.
We spoke behind the scenes, but I didn't bring that to the red carpet. But we did talk. I'll tell you behind the
And
scenes
dropping
what
the
he
clue
said.
bombs for Jess Hilarious. Jess look like she's about to perform with Rick James or somebody.
Period.
Okay, you hear me?
That's a
Thank
snapback
you.
too, or no? Yesterday you had a snapback.
Do this look like this can be a snapback?
I mean, the hat you had on yesterday didn't look like that,
and it was the next
snapback.
day.
It was a brimless cap. It
Oh,
was
sorry.
that's not a snapback. A
Oh,
snap
okay.
is when you snap the buttons down.
Sorry.
That wasn't
All
a snapback yesterday, and it's not a snapback today.
Okay, just asking. All right.
God damn.
Well, let's get the show cracking. Buju Banton will be joining us this morning. His
Hey.
album Too Bad is out right now. We're going to be kicking it with Buju. And, of course, we got front page news. And you can get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up right now.
If you want to tell us why you blessed,
Yeah,
you
either
can hit
or.
us up and tell us that too.
All right, front page news is next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yeah,
Morning,
that's what
everybody.
Jess
It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's
You
get
don't
into
think
some
Jess
front
is
page
dressed like
news.
Lakeith Stanfield this morning?
A little
That's
bit.
who it is.
Oh, my
That's
God.
why
A little bit.
it was reminding me of somebody. I'm like Lakeith
Shut
Stanfield.
What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, you guys. How you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Good morning. So we start with the Trump administration putting the brakes on more than $1 billion in Medicaid payments to California and Minnesota while it investigates what it says are possible fraud and paperwork problems. So Medicaid is the government health insurance program that helps low-income families, seniors, and people with disabilities. The administration says it wants proof that some of the money the states are requesting are going to legitimate payments before it sends out the funding. So Dr. Oz, he oversees Medicare and Medicaid for the Trump administration. He addressed the issue during a press conference yesterday. Let's listen.
In Minnesota and California, our reviews are going back just over the last few years, turned up the same recurring theme again and again, every single quarter. Claims in these same high-risk categories that the states have not yet been able to document fully and acceptably to the federal government. Claims that are unresolved and claims that smell like fraud. And if it smells like fraud, we're not paying for it anymore.
And also keep in mind, like the Trump administration has been making major cuts to the federal Medicaid for a minute now.
Yes, they have. But both states, they are pushing back. Governor Gavin Newsom and Tim Walz, they call the move political and say they are being unfairly targeted. Here is Governor Gavin Newsom.
They said, well, something is wrong. We said, what is it? They said, well, we don't know. Provide us information. We said, well, is it the same information you requested a few months ago that we're in the process of providing that you said should be sent to us by the end of July? We said, well, and they said yes. I said, well, then what's the point of the theater? This is exhausting. I've never seen anything like this. And so we'll work through the process. We take fraud seriously. We don't politicize it like these guys.
The Trump administration doesn't care if you die, y'all. I just want you to know that. Okay? As long as he gets, revenge against his political opponents, he don't care if you die.
Jesus.
Yeah, $1 billion to both states is a lot of money for people who really need it, especially right now. The Trump administration says the payments will remain on hold until its review is complete. California and Minnesota, they insist, though, they've done nothing wrong, and they will continue to fight this decision. Meanwhile, President Trump says Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will not be arrested when he comes to New York for the UN General Assembly in September. Now, the statement comes after New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani. He said that he'd like Netanyahu arrested over alleged war crimes in Gaza, pointing to an arrest warrant issued by the International Criminal Court. But federal law and state law, they banned local officials from helping enforce those ICC warrants. Here is Mayor Mamdani.
My administration has reviewed every avenue available under applicable law to determine whether New York City could execute the International Criminal Court's arrest warrant if Benjamin Netanyahu came here. It is clear that we do not have the independent legal authority to enforce this warrant. The federal government, however, does, and I call on them to join the ICC and execute this warrant. And I want to be equally clear. Benjamin Netanyahu is not welcome in New York City.
Yes, so there was some back and forth over that, but the Trump administration says it has made it clear that it has no plans to cooperate with this, calling the idea of an arrest a publicity stunt.
But why is it a publicity stunt if there's actually an international arrest warrant? Like, if there's actually an international arrest warrant, there's an elected official who wants to enforce that. What's the problem? Isn't that the law? What am I missing?
Well, only the federal government can arrest someone on an ICC warrant.
Oh,
so
okay,
basically, yes, he's saying Mayor Mamdani does not have the authority to do so. So him coming out and saying that, he's calling that a publicity stunt.
Oh.
Yes.
That's a damn publicity stunt because he got me. I was like, damn, you trying to enforce the law like that? He said he want to arrest Bibi? I didn't know that he didn't have the power not to do it until you told me that. I thought he had the power to do it. Especially if he came to New York.
Yeah, he ain't gonna go against Trump. Trump ain't gonna let that happen.
Listen, he got me. I didn't know. Wow.
Trump said that ain't happening.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He made it clear. He put out a statement saying that that was just, when he does come, he will not be arrested. And lastly, if you are flying out today, just check your flight before you leave for the airport. Those severe storms that hammered the Northeast yesterday, they've moved out, but airlines, they are still backlogged, and they're working to get crews back on schedule. So while conditions are much better this morning, FlightAware is still tracking hundreds of delays, nearly 500 cancellations across the U.S. So if you're traveling through airports like New York, Newark, Boston, or Philadelphia, they're saying to especially check your flight before heading to the airport this morning.
Yeah, it's nasty. I got my car show going down in Virginia this Saturday, and I got staff that I'm flying down there, and staff's flights have been canceled, have been delayed. I had like 6-7 people I was supposed to leave yesterday that we had to change their flights to another time. It's nasty. Yeah. It's to the point where I was like, we might just get a big dollar van, like one of them big
and then just
conversion vans, and just drive down there because it's nasty out there.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. So, and coming up at 7, if you've been sending out resumes with no luck, a new lawsuit says artificial intelligence could be partly to blame. We're going to talk about that in the next hour.
All right. Thank you, Mimi. Everybody else, get on the phone lines. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest. Wake up. Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Jay.
Hey, Jay. Good morning.
Good morning, Jay.
Your chest, Jay.
I'm sorry. Hello?
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Hey, good morning, Jay. Get it off your chest.
Hey, good morning. This is Jay from Hampton, Virginia. Wanting to say good morning to you all. Happy to be on the phone with Jess and you and Charlamagne. Just want to get off my chest the fact that I came to your car show last year. I wanted to have a good time, didn't get to. don't want to talk about why, but I would really like it if you would be so grateful to give me and my brother tickets to come this year, because I did not get to have the fun I wanted to last year.
Why didn't you have fun, Mama? What happened? What ruined it?
My ex. We're just going to leave it at that. So this time I want to go with family and have fun.
Oh, you started a fight right before it was time to go, huh?
Damn.
Before, during, and after.
Damn it, man. All right, I got you. I'm going to put you on hold. And how many tickets you need, Mama?
Just two. Me and my brother and fellow Hamptonian. Just want to say, I'm Onyx 10, so always happy to hear from you, Jess. I love you, girl.
I love you too,
I came to your
Bookie.
show on my brother's 21st birthday. They told us that we couldn't come because it was the day before, so we came back the next day for you, and the next time you come, we seeing you again.
Yes, I appreciate that, babe. Thank you.
How you know your ex not going to be at the car show?
He not going.
How you know your ex not going to be at the car show this year?
I don't care. He not going with me. So that's somebody else's problem this year.
That's
right, man. All right. Well, I'm gonna put you on hold. And yes, the car show is this Saturday, so I think there's 3 days left. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of people are gonna be pulling up. It's salute to Destiny Spurlock, the first woman, the first black woman in NASCAR. She's gonna be joining us. She's gonna have her car there.
She's from
racing,
Virginia.
She's racing Friday and then coming Saturday. And she's from Richmond, so she's gonna be there with her car. She's gonna be signing autographs. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. Hello, who's this?
Hey, morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am so tired. Okay. Good morning, DJ Envy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Charlamagne.
Good morning. Don't call up here yawning now, making all us tired now. You know that tired energy is contagious.
Okay, let me tell y'all why I'm tired, but hold on. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning, boo.
Okay, so the reason why I'm tired, and real quick, Jess, this is Nikki Bakers. You looked at my Instagram last time, so you know who you're talking to. Okay. So me and my husband went to the Chris Brown Usher Raymond concert last night.
Oh wow!
Oh my God!
Was it?
How was it?
Lord help me! Lord help me! Y'all don't understand.
Wait, well, I think I do understand. Go away.
Both of them. Okay, so we grew up with them. We were born in 1979.
That's right.
And they are both so sexy. I thought I was going to lose my mind. I was calling the Lord. I was like, what is happening?
Yes.
And then, so my husband, he's from Shreveport. His name is Davian. He is such an introvert, but baby, when his boys get to singing his song, he standing up in the aisle and he I was like, look at my baby.
Yes,
there you go.
It's definitely a feel-good couples night, right?
Yes. So here's the thing. In 2012, on July 21st, my husband asked me if he wanted to date me. If I wanted to date him, sorry. So the fact that we were on a date night on our 14-year anniversary and we were at a concert with the two people that we grew up with, y'all don't understand. Now that's some black love, and that was a beautiful thing.
Now, first of all, I want you to stop saying you grew up with Chris Brown. Okay, you could have been Chris Brown auntie.
That's right. Yeah,
we grew up with us.
1979.
We grew up with us. You seen Chris Brown grow up. We grew up with us.
Right. That's what she meant.
Y'all know what I mean.
No, we don't.
I knew what you meant.
I'm glad you had a good time, Mama.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Jess, one more thing. Are you doing a meet and greet when you come to St. Louis?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
All 4 shows.
I don't see how to purchase it.
Oh, no. The meet and greet is separately. You pay for that after the show because I got the books, I got merch and everything like that, and for a picture and a little small conversation. Yeah, you got to stay after the show to pay for the meet and greet.
So bring cash is what she's saying.
Yeah, or you don't have to bring cash. Okay. We got touchless
new technology,
everything, everything. We got all that. But if you got cash, we do accept that as well.
But it's gonna be a long night, just like the Usher and Chris Brown. So get on that line early.
A long night.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was like, I don't see how to buy it.
No. And the VIP is just for great seating, like just for you to be up close.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That's what
thank you guys.
Thank you,
But you know what I love? I love that you have a real dopamine high this morning. I can hear it. Like that concert, that real life connection to that concert gave you a real dopamine hit, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm saying. But I also had to take off work because I'm in the medical field and I am not trying to mess up nobody results.
Yeah,
I get it.
Don't be trying to give me an IV and you all drunk and high. Yeah, don't give me that. Right. Thank you, Mama.
Bye, you guys.
Peace.
All right. And that's next weekend. I'm in St. Louis, July 31st and August 1st at the Helium Comedy Club. So get your tickets for that at JessHilariousOfficial.com.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up, man? My name Ace.
Ace, what's up,
Good morning,
brother?
Ace.
Ace, straight out of Portland, Virginia, man. First of all, I want to say good morning to y'all, man.
Good morning, Ace.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Envy.
What's up, brother?
Charlamagne and
Peace.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Hey, I want to say, Envy, I'm looking forward to this car show, man.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm from Portsmouth, but I'm going to the car show in Hampton.
Okay. Portsmouth ain't that far. You make it seem like it's a 2-hour
Right,
drive.
right across the bridge.
Right
man.
across the bridge. About a 30-minute drive. Yeah, come on through. We gotta have a good time. If you got kids, bring your kids
hey,
out,
look, man. I'm telling you how excited I am about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I sent for my grandkids out of Kansas.
A word.
They'll be here Friday morning.
Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of activities for kids. It's gonna be a good family fun day. Like it's gonna be music. My kids, some of my kids will be there. My daughter's got dance, but my sons will be there.
Dang, they still got dance.
Yeah,
Okay.
Logan's driving up, so we gonna have a lot of fun. Family
That's
fun
dope.
day. A lot of stuff for kids. It's gonna be a lot of free giveaways. It's gonna be food, rides, carnival stuff for the kids. There's all types of cars, so we gonna have fun.
That's what's up. But I got a question though, man. This one,
Yes, sir.
Charlamagne might jump on this one because he seemed to be the bootyologist of the crew.
Bootyologist.
I like that term,
I love
bootyologist.
that.
He's definitely a
Yes,
bootyologist.
sir.
What's your question?
Hey, word. Here's my concern though, man. I messed around. You scheduled it on the day after they gonna stick a camera in me, man. I got a colonoscopy Friday, so I'm like, man, I gotta take all them laxative stuff, man. I'm kind of worried about it, but I guess I just bring plenty of tissue, right?
No,
Been there, done that. Okay,
Yeah,
and first of all, it's not a bootyologist; it's a proctologist. And yes, you should be happy that you're going to get your colonoscopy. Okay,
Yeah.
been there, done that.
You're going Friday, so you'll be clear by Saturday. I mean, believe me, it'll be all out your system Friday. You'll be good.
Yeah, it's the day before the prep the day before the prep is the tough day.
I don't know, man.
Stay home the day before the prep. When you got to take the pills and drink that liquid and all that water, stay home.
Charlamagne did it 4 times. He's the professional bootyologist.
You gotta get it done that many times?
But
you do it for fun.
But by the way, I don't have a problem with that because I care about my health. So I'll go. If I got to do it 4 times, I'm gonna do it 4 times.
I clear my system
How
out.
often y'all gotta get them as men?
Man,
I don't gotta go back for 10 years.
Yeah, you ain't gotta go back type 10. I gotta go back this year. I gotta go back every 4. I had polyps. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, I didn't have no polyps, so I don't gotta go back for like another decade.
Yeah, I gotta go back this year.
Oh, dope. Okay.
I got my first one like 3 years ago, and they said they ain't had no polyps or nothing. But see, when I found out, my father died right before I was born. I just found out he passed away from cancer. Then my brother passed away 3 years ago from colon cancer. It went away and came back and took him quick, man. They said I was supposed to be getting colonoscopy since I was like 38. But, I just had my first one 3 years ago, and I'm going for my second one Friday morning.
Yeah, but see, you got such an extensive history of it in your family.
Yeah.
That's why.
That
makes sense.
If you have history in your family, they want you to go more often. Or if they have polyps, they tell you. I think I was supposed to go 7, but I'm going this year. This will be my 5th year because I'm nervous. I just want to double check.
Or if the doctor keep calling you back, he like what he see.
Yo, shut up, man.
But either way, man, I'm looking forward to this car show. I'm gonna still bring me something to make me feel comfortable about going. I don't want no accidents or hiccups or anything. But hey, I'm looking forward to this thing, man.
We'll put some dual wipes in the bathroom for you just in case, Jay.
Hey, yo. He's serious,
I
too.
hear you.
I'll see you on Saturday, man. Appreciate you. Can't wait to meet you,
All right,
brother.
man.
All right, brother. Yes, again, the car show is this Saturday, Hampton, Virginia. I can't wait to see you guys, man. Hampton, I went to college there, and that's like my second home. I love the 757, so I can't wait to see you guys. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Greg from Pennsylvania.
Greg from PA. What's up? Get it off your chest, Greg.
Hey, good morning, guys. Envy, Charlamagne, Jess.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I called like 4 years ago. Jess, you wasn't there for this, but my mom had passed away, and we had some issues because she didn't have life insurance, and I called in, and you guys allowed me to put our GoFundMe out there, and y'all basically helped me pay for my mom's funeral. So I wanted to, call and let you guys know how much I appreciate it. But at the same time, my family's back in the same situation. My uncle just passed away last Thursday, and unfortunately, he's Charlamagne always talks about how the country treats our veterans. He was a first class sergeant, and he didn't have medical insurance or life insurance through the VA. So I wanted to see if we could if I could put his GoFundMe out there to see if we can get some help for his burial services.
Yeah, man, put it out there, brother.
All right, so the GoFundMe is Rodney's Veterans Memorial. If you go on there, you'll see it has a first sergeant U.S. Army badge, his Army picture with his picture next to it. And if you want to do our Cash App, it's $ GW, E as in Edward, B as in boy, 31.
All right, brother.
On Cash App.
Thank you for calling, my brother.
Good luck, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate everything. Anything helps, guys.
Thank you. I will say this too. It's difficult to talk about, right? But when I've heard all these stories, what it made me do is and this is gonna sound crazy, but it made me get my own plot and my own burial ground, so that if something does happen to me and my wife, my kids don't have to worry about it. Yeah, so it's all paid for, which is crazy because you're paying for your own funeral.
Right, but
I did so that way my kids wouldn't have to. And even my mother and father, like, they already told me, look, my dad was a vet, so he was like, I'm gonna be buried here. They bury me for free. They bury mom for free, his wife, my mother for free. So he was like, all that's taken care of, so you don't have to worry about that. That's one less stress you ain't got to worry about.
Yeah, because it's always that's like common for families to be left with trying to figure out, how to bury their family members.
Yeah, so get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. What's up, Lauren?
Hello. Good morning, y'all. How are you?
Morning.
Nothing. We got the latest coming up.
Fresh face. Yeah, nice hair, oily skin. What's good?
Not oily, kind of ashy.
Hey, first of all,
you
look at the
see
hands.
her glistening.
Look at the hands.
You could have got in and out. When I said what's up, Lo, you could have said hey.
I let him do it for the plot.
The oil stops at the
it's
wrist.
Whatever.
What we talking about?
Yes, so we got the latest on the ESPN firings. I have some internal info that went out to some of the staff over there as people were being let go. New names added to the list in the layoffs. Cam Newton was laid off. And some more on Ryan Clark. So we'll get into it.
Lauren's hands look like her shirt.
Oh my goodness. All right. We'll get into that next.
God,
it's the Breakfast Club. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning, y'all.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Because you particularly are bringing the energy to mainstream radio, to black radio.
Sources trusted.
Did you hear that exclusive?
Lauren, I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and everything.
She be having the latest on things.
You ask the questions that need to be answered.
On the Breakfast Club.
If little brown girls look at you and go, I want to be like you.
LL Cool, baby.
Talk to me.
All right, guys. So yesterday we talked a bit about the firings, the layoffs that are happening over at ESPN because Ryan Clark was let go. Since then, Cam Newton and others have also been let go as well too. Yesterday, I know I saw Ryan Clark comment on our coverage of it. He put the prayer hands emoji under, and there was a lot of people sending him love in the comments when he commented on that. He also took to Twitter as well too, and was just sending love and prayers to everybody that was going through layoffs and talking about how difficult the times are right now. But Stephen A. Smith, a lot of people were waiting to hear from Stephen A. on this. He went on his show and responded and talked about the firings. And he talks about Ryan Clark being laid off. Let's take a listen to that.
My brother, Ryan Clark, a person that I consider to be arguably the best NFL analyst in America, is no longer a member of ESPN. And I can't even tell y'all how much that hurts. I'm going to miss him. I am not happy about this decision one bit. The bosses know I'm not happy about this decision. I've made that very, very clear. But it's also important that myself and anybody else in the world of business be grown-ups and understand that these are the kind of things that happen when layoffs happen. The only thing that I can definitively say to you is that there's nobody that's going to be let go that was more of a friend and a brother to me than Ryan Clark. And he's not somebody that I just loved working with. He's somebody that I love, period.
Even they're not wrong. Like, there's nothing you can do about corporate layoffs. They happen. They suck. It's people you enjoy. It's people you might have worked with for a long time. But, it's business.
It is business. But I always wonder when it comes to that, because you talk about Ryan Clark and also Cam Newton, which you're about to break down, is it's based off of numbers, right? How much money they bring in, the advertising, how much the show costs. Is it worth doing because are they making enough profit off of that show? And I thought both those individuals, both of them were bringing the ratings in and the advertising in. That's what I assumed and thought.
I assumed the same thing too, but I don't know that. I don't I don't know that to be like I can't answer that. Like I don't know all the numbers. I don't know all the
exactly. We're not ESPN executives.
Yeah. Now, when Stephen A. also speaking of ESPN executives, because a lot of people were like, "Well, Stephen A., you talking about business is business, but like you are in a leadership position. Like, how did this happen?" And he kind of addresses that as well too. Let's take a listen to Stephen A. on ESPN Employers.
I just wish that I could have been in enough of an influential or powerful position to prevent his exit from happening. I can disagree with my employers. What you're not going to get me to do is insult my employers. Business is business. And whether we like it or not, those people who made the decisions, whether it's a Ryan Clark or a host of other people, are paid to make those decisions. So when I think about it, it's like, thank God Ryan's got the pivot. Thank God he's a 3-time Emmy Award winner. Thank God he just won another Emmy with NFL Live. Thank God he's so exceptional at what he does that a network would be a fool not to gobble him up.
Damn. Jesus. God damn. He ain't say it like that. God damn. I just want a job, man. I ain't got to gobble me up now.
Please gobble.
But Stephen A. is right. You can be in a leadership position, right? Like Stephen A. But it's still levels. Like Stephen A. has influence there, but clearly this was above him.
Yeah.
Right? And he's right. Ryan Clark is going to be absolutely fine. Right.
Well, I also got my hands on an internal note that was sent to the employees at ESPN from their chairman, Jimmy Pitaro. And in this, it says, over the past several months, we've made significant progress integrating the NFL assets that we acquired into ESPN. Throughout this process, we have taken time to carefully evaluate our collective teams, resources, and organizational structure to best position us for the future. As a result, we had to make some difficult decisions about job impacts that we will be communicating today. While most of the jobs impacts are tied to that acquisition, we will also notify colleagues in other parts of the company today that their positions have been impacted. We are committed to treating employees with compassion and respect and providing support as they navigate the transition. So one of the things that some executives, he's the head of ESPN, is pointing to is that there was a recent acquisition that has changed the landscape internally. So now on to Cam Newton. Cam Newton was let go yesterday, and he talked about his layoff on 4th and 1. Let's take a listen.
When you hear certain things, it was like, dang, that's messed up how they did Ryan. Hold on real quick. Hey, you could go with it too. It's like, dang! It's unfortunate what happened to Ryan Clark, but what I will tell you is this. Ryan Clark gonna be okay. The pivot ain't going nowhere. It's unfortunate what happened to me, some would think, but I'm good. 4th and 1 ain't going nowhere. Funky Friday ain't going nowhere. What I've learned, it was an internship almost. The production value. They're the leading sports source for a reason. But boy, Ryan, boy, you brought the best out, man. Mm-hmm. Stephen Anthony, man, it was a plum pleasing pleasure, brother. I appreciated that because I did not have that education.
Yes, Cam wasn't even there a year, was he?
I don't know if it was exactly a year, but I just remember when even when he came up here, it was after all the Shannon Sharp stuff, and he was brought on, like, I think it was like more not full time, but he had more appearances on the show.
Cam's another one that's gonna be all right. Yep, Funky Fridays, 4th and 1, like he's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
I love his attitude toward it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and how he made light of it. Like, okay.
And I think, and also salute to all the people that work in production and technical positions that got laid off. I heard it was like 150 people at ESPN who got laid off in the production technical position. So salute to all of them too. We're just talking about the people that are on camera.
Right.
Yeah. But that's what happens in these corporate environments. There's mass layoffs sometimes. It is what it is.
It's all about numbers. It's all about numbers. Profit and losses.
Yeah. So if there is more development, we'll keep you guys updated in the latest.
Okay.
So that's the latest for the hour. And then in the next latest, unfortunately, we're up to get into a lawsuit because yesterday, on the anniversary of Malcolm Jamal Warner's death, his wife or widow filed a lawsuit against his mom and his estate, and we'll break it all down and why that happened.
All right. Now, when we come back, Mimi will be joining us. We got front page news, and then Buju Banton will be here. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MV, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing this hour?
Hey, Mimi Brown.
Now, Mimi, you got a Ray Dunn mug with your name on it?
What the hell is a Ray Dunn mug?
It's not a Ray Dunn. It just says Mimi.
Oh, okay. All right.
But you know,
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's a Ray Dunn, though?
It's just a brand that makes mugs, but I seen her name on it. I was like, okay, Mimi got a personalized mug.
I know that's right. Knowing the mug brands.
I got a wife.
You got a Ray Dunn?
I got a wife.
I like that. All right, well, we start this hour with a major development in the death of Nolan Xavier Wells. So civil rights attorney Ben Crump is expected to release the preliminary results of an independent autopsy this morning during a news conference at the NAACP National Convention in Chicago. The 18-year-old disappeared after a 4th of July boat trip to Mississippi's Horn Island. He never returned to the mainland with the others in his group. His body was found in the water 2 days later. NAACP attorney Kristen Clark, she spoke with journalist April Ryan about what to expect from today's news conference. Let's listen.
We'll open the final day of the convention with a press conference. A press conference where we will have the mother and father of Nolan Wells, and we will with Ben Crump, attorney Ben Crump, and President Derek Johnson release the preliminary results of the independent autopsy that has been conducted. But most important in this moment is really pressing and demanding that law enforcement do its part to uncover what happened to Nolan Wells.
Yes. So the Mississippi State Medical Examiner has not released their official autopsy results, but the Wells family, we've been talking about this. They hired their own forensic pathologist to conduct a second examination. It was funded by former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick. And Crump says the findings, though, could help answer one of the family's biggest questions, whether Nolan suffered any injuries before anything happened to him. It's going to give us a better answer. The case has also drawn national attention as they continue to surround, what happened to him in his final hours. The reward is now up to $125,000, with former NFL star Terrell Owens adding $25,000 to that. We already know that Reverend Al Sharpton, he pledged $50,000, and Tyler Perry pledged $50,000.
Mimi, not to sound stupid, with all these cases, we talk about this so much, but
yeah,
did he drown, or we don't know if he drowned? Because I can't remember. I can't remember what happened or how he was found. Like I know that he was missing, and they don't know what happened, how he was found. But did he drown, or we don't know?
And so local officials say that he drowned. We don't know, though.
But we don't know if he was dead before he. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Exactly.
There's so many stories, I just couldn't remember.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. He was found face down with fully clothed in the water. But they came out, of course, and said no foul play and that it was a drowning. And that's why we have, the independent autopsy coming back today.
Okay, just to make sure.
Give us some answers.
And maybe why hasn't Mississippi put out their autopsy results? Is that normal? Like, is this the normal time frame?
I don't think that that's normal at all. And from everything that I've been reading and what everyone is saying, but they initially came out and made their conclusion too soon, regards to what the family says too soon. And so I think now they're kind of holding back, and they say that they're doing their own investigation as well. They're talking to more people, but they were ready to close this case in the very beginning until, the public awareness got to the height that it is now. So we'll see. We'll see once we put ours out or theirs out, what happens next.
Another question. You could order the autopsy, right? Because I know, especially in California, I had to order one before, but you could actually just pay for it and order an autopsy and get your copy of an autopsy. Is that correct? So
you can, but the question is, who's conducting that autopsy, and do you trust those results?
Gotcha.
I think that's where we are. Yeah. Do we have time for one more, or is
no? Sorry. Sadly,
done.
No, Mimi. But they can go listen to the Mimi Brown podcast, front page news on the Black Effect Podcast Network today, because I'm sure whatever story you was about to do will be on that.
Absolutely. It will be on there. So please go listen to Front Page wherever you get your podcast from.
All right. Thank you, Mimi. Sorry for cutting you off. I just had a bunch of questions this morning.
That's okay. No, good conversation. Thanks, Envy. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right. Now, when we come back, Buju will be joining us. Buju Banton. We're going to talk to him next. His new album, Too Bad, is out now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. His album, Too Bad, is out right now. Buju Banton, welcome.
Enough respect to the Breakfast Club. Thanks for inviting me on your program. New York City, stand up. This is the Gargamel.
Well, first of all, how are you feeling?
I'm an Irie. I'm on giving thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I tell you all the time, you are my wife's favorite artist.
Jaja.
Number one is Buju. Number two is Maxwell. They don't really go with each other, but that's what it is.
I think she's figuring out something.
Yeah.
She figures out. So first of all, why now? Why put out this album now? What made you want to do it right
Why
now?
not now? That's a bigger question. And what took so long is even a bigger question.
That is a two questions.
These are energies that's needed right now in the space where my music and my genre of music is concerned, reggae dancehall music. So we want to invigorate that space again with music where people can gravitate towards because it does resonate.
Now, there's many different elements of Buju, right? There's the conscious Buju, there's the dancehall Buju, there's the more hip-hop Buju.
I would say I'm just musical. I'm just a musical facet that keeps flowing, you know?
Which on this project, which element would you say?
Dancehall. This is 100% dancehall. This is the genesis. This was how I was introduced to the masses. And through the passage of time, you have to grow or else you become monotonous, you know? So the growth is always something where we make sure we grow and reinvent yourself. This is our 13th studio album. So we take it back to the foundation, to basics. Rather, too bad.
You talk a lot about, or recently you've been talking a lot about making sure that the wheel is not reinvented. You want to make sure the foundation remains the foundation of the genre of music that you represent. What do you feel like it's gotten to today that you're like, I need to make sure that we bring it back? Like, what are you seeing in the genre right now that you...
We have coined a new phrase called trap dancehall. You know, our music is free and liberating. This is the music this is rebel music. You cannot trap it. When you trap something, you trap it for game, to slay it. You can't kill this music. This music is the music that free many people and break the cycle of poverty. So we cannot trap it, you know. So even though a phrase might be coined, it is still dancehall. And the original dancehall must always be represented in whatever we do, because that's how we bring our culture forward. Hip hop has changed in a significant way, yes, but it's still hip hop.
Yeah.
And they're still holding on to the rudiments of how the drum plays and how the cadence flow. We don't want to morph into something unrecognizable.
Who was the first person to bring Buju into a studio? Who was the first person to see the vision and says, you're going to be great?
There was this great revolutionary from Brixton, England, who actually, they started the Brixton riot. They came to Jamaica and opened a recording studio called Blue Mountain Recording Studio, and this gentleman was like a mentor to me, you know. He would always try to go in my book bag and try to question me if I went to school or am I going to school, because a school bell ring, I'm in the studio, as it had been before. So one rainy day, he said to Clement Irie, it was 1986, August the 16th, take Buju Banton with you to the studio so he can see what the studio looks like. Clement took me to the studio with him. It was actually 56 Slipen Road, Penthouse Recording Studio. Robert French was running the studio time, and that was my first experience. But Mr. Harris always, you know what I mean, a next good friend of mine was a brother by the name of Uncle Sid. Uncle Sid reside in Boston. Uncle Sid saw Buju Banton in Jamaica. In those days, there was a rental called a 323 Mazda that the foreigners would come to Jamaica and rent. It was a car, a very popular car for foreigners to rent. Uncle Sid would show up in the ghettos and he would always encourage me and tell me, no matter what, your time must come and your time will come. And I want to say, Uncle Sid, rest in peace, because time did come, even though you're not here to see and share in the moment. But these are some of the people who saw Buju Banton before anyone did.
When you speaking of your family, I know you talk about like your mom and your dad, like you got your entrepreneurial spirit from your mom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your charm from your dad. You talk about your Uncle Sid.
Yeah.
When you
Sid was not my uncle, you know, we call him Uncle Sid. Sid was just a foreigner who come to Jamaica because I used to be in a sound system owned by Flower Gun and Red Dragon them. So Sid and Flower Gun them, you know, those were the superstars when I was coming up. But he always used to tell me, you got it.
I was going to ask about sound system culture. So when I was preparing for this interview and I was researching, what I realized is that sound system culture is not just like a culture. It's like really a place I guess people could kind of go to and like get information a bit. Like it was almost like a community. Can you talk a bit about sound system culture and how, so you have your actual family, but then you're growing up in this culture where like music and dance becomes a family as well too, and what you take from that to give to people as they listen to your music?
Jamaican music possesses many teachable moments, so to speak. And the music has always been a very important teacher, you know. The dance hall is a place where the information is disseminated and the people take that and it is widespread. So the dance hall is pivotal to us. Now, in the sense where every entertainer, there are stages to this thing, how I grew up. You didn't grow up and just run straight into a recording studio. It was never ever the case. Never, ever, ever, ever. You have to go into the dance hall. The people have to certify you. It's either pump it or dump it. Or they tell you straight up, go work on your craft. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when you leave the dance hall, you go to the studio. It's like stages. And then you move from the studio, you go to the stage. So now that aspect of our culture has slowly been taken away, where we have now the dance hall is there, but entertainers are not readily approaching the mic to hone their craft like that. And then for us, it was also our livelihood. I was employed on a sound system. We have to work Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, and go back home on Monday. So it was not only for listening to the music, you were the actual man running the dance. When the selector plays the A side, he plays the B side, which constitute the version, and you be playing your craft. And you do that from 9 o'clock until 7 o'clock in the morning. And if you're playing in 4 different locals, you could not go to the 4 locals with the same 4 songs. You have to have new songs. So it helps and push your creativity as an artist. And that, I think, is a major aspect of our artist development era that has been taken away.
How do you do that now?
You
right?
can't do that now. Like I just said, it has been taken away. No one is doing it now. First, the art is not brave enough. And they all think they are stars, which the people make us who we are. And we cannot be aloof from them. So when you find yourself not being connecting because you figure that, oh, you're bigger than this, then we have a clear disconnect.
What made you grow your hair?
What make I grow my hair?
The reason I ask that is you know, so when I hear you were coming, I reach out to all my family and I'd be like, if you had one question for Buju, what would that question be? And one of the questions was like, ask him what made him grow his hair.
Life changed my life, you know. And I come from a rough place in time, and this music is not just the people's music. Reggae is the king's music. It's come from a Latin word, Ragina. Yes, and our king is Haile Selassie, and we represent the Ethiopian Tiawado church, you know what I mean? The Orthodox faith. So we grow our hair as a symbol to all ones and ones of our Nazarite vow. You know what I mean? So here we are in a room where Roman don't even understand. Them just see hair and locks and say them want hair and locks. But it is deeply symbolic, and it is identifying with I and I culture as a true African.
Now you named a bunch of dancehall artists. I feel like with dancehall sometimes it's hard to get everybody on the same stage and same platform. Why do you think that is?
Because there's so much on the stage with breakdown. Yeah, we're a lot, you know. But just like in your hip-hop culture, there's not much unity either. This is widespread. It's the way of the world where one generation come work hard to create the unity, and next generation come trying to maintain the next unity, and another generation come didn't understand what the first or second did and went to do their own thing, and then we start having fragmentation. And this is exactly, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, we all come together when we see each other, and we all support each other, because I man support the culture, and the culture is bigger than any one individual. When I just came into this music 1986, the most famous talk was entertainers come and go, but the music stays forever, and that talk is still relevant today.
I love that.
I think you guys are about to head out on a tour, correct?
We're currently on a tour.
On a tour.
We're currently on the Roots and Rhymes reggae tour, featuring Steve Marley, Gramps Morgan, and Skilly Bang. Shall be passing through, and it's on the heels of my brand new album, Too Bad. It's a whole package of joy.
Your last album was in 2023, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? So in that 3 years, what did you take time to like really?
Well, when I put out a record, I don't really rush to go back into the studio to make. I'm not chasing my tail, you know. Music is something that comes with a vibe. You know, I could have put out a record every day because we do own our own recording studio, but that's not we want the right songs at the right moment. And I'm not in a race with anyone. Sometimes you gotta take a break and let other people do their stuff.
Yeah.
And then we can't crowd the thing, you know what I mean? So I take a break every time I put out a record, at least a minimum of 2 years. This one took a little bit longer due into the, you know what happened, everyone was on lockdown, so even if you wanted to, we could not have.
Right.
So as a result of that, we are here now.
I got one more question before we get into the album. Your name, Buju Banton. How did you come up with the name Buju Banton?
First of all, I did not came up with the name Buju. My mom gave me the name Buju. Name was given to me from birth. It's a Maroon word. We are the Maroon revolutionaries from Jamaica who fought the British for 40 years, called them into a peace treaty and went back to fight them again for 40 more years, because the law of war said if you sustain a war for 80 years, which we did, they sealed our land back to us. And we have treaties that is signed by the king that designate our population as an indigenous population of the Maroon Cockpit country. So my name is deeply rooted to our heritage and the warrior side of my people. Now, the Banton came from my admiration for Buju Banton, who was a very prolific DJ when I was a young man going to school. And we like his flow. So we took the Banton because Banton actually means someone who is lyrically inclined.
So you were born into the movement that you now are such a leader of, and into music, and it's like you were called to do it, almost.
I am here. If I was called, I did answer. And I'm happy I did.
Now let's get into the album.
Too bad.
Favorite record on there is House Call for me.
Oh yeah, means you haven't listened to it in its entirety.
I
give you space.
We did.
I give you space.
You know what? House Call.
I give you grace.
As a DJ,
Yeah.
the tempo is everything. You just know when you play that record, club goes crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, there's so much. I try to make this record possess something for everyone, so I wouldn't point to one particular track and say this is it.
Right.
Because then I could say Wild Woman is it, because them sang that. You know, we make music from our city, we at position we want the ladies happy, you know. I'm not into the sausage for I like to see when the ladies them whine and dance and enjoy themselves, because the ladies bring life. They are the true portal. Man can't bring life. So when the portal is happy, the world is happy.
She loves bad pum pum.
Good pum pum. Can't be bad. You know what I mean? So you know, everyone have something on this record that you can identify with, hopefully, because you go down to Be Good, you go down to, you know, North Man asks where you want to bring to it. This album, brother and sisters, let me tell you, go out and get your copy, listen now, and we talk about it later. How about that?
You guys, I know you had another one on the album that you love. I think it was We No Play.
Either that or Butterflies.
Well, it's like I said, this album possesses something for everyone. Yeah, I'm giving you 12, 13 tracks on the CD, 12 tracks on the album, and unlimited amount of tracks on the streaming platform, so to speak. So you're getting three different approach on vinyl, rather. So I should say, you're getting three different approach to the music, and it's a whole body of work that aims to solidify dancehall for the younger generation, kids who born in 2000, 2010, and they love dancehall music. This is where it's coming from. This is how we used to do it, and this is how we want you to learn from it and take a page from this, so we keep our heritage solid and we keep our music banging. That's all I'm asking.
You feel like they're listening, the younger generation?
Well, if they don't listen, others will listen. Because at the end of the day, you know, you cannot say teachers didn't come your way to teach you.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, what did you want the next generation of dancehall?
Just preserve it. Preserve it. Preserve our rich culture, our rich heritage. It cannot be based on just keyboards and high frequency sounds. We have a cadence with our drums and our bass that we are joined to at the hip.
Did you think people got too caught up with titles? Because everybody at one point wanted to be the king of dancehall. I'm the king of dancehall. I'm the king of dancehall. Do you think it created too much of a?
We are all kings in the dancehall.
Yeah.
We're all kings in the hip hop. We're all kings in R&B. You know, the Father himself said, you know, you're all gods, but you shall die like men. So I mean, this title, when I was growing up in my country, we used to see posters on the light post, on the light poles, and posters on the wall. The crowning of Early Black, the crowning of this entertainer, the crowning, and these crownings were never something initiated by the individuals. It was always something initiated by the outside factor. That is why the dancehall was so important. The dancehall chose who was king. Like Papa San, the dancehall said you are the fastest talker. Like Ninja Man, the dancehall said, okay, we're gonna give you the 14 gun pan teeth. You know, like Yellow Man, the dancehall said, you are the king, King Yellow. You know, this is not something I man ever see myself gravitating towards, because I'm a servant. You can't be two things, you know. And I want to serve my people. I don't want to be Lord and King over them. A whole different thing I'm on the pan.
You did Driver A on the Colors platform, the show that they placed on like YouTube and social, and the response that you got to it. I mean, you're one of the greatest, but people were like in awe of how great you sounded. How I see people in the comments just talking about how like it brings back memories just watching you perform it, and they're looking through their computers. When people come and they see you at the Show the UBS Arena and all these different places, does
First
that
reggae artist to sell out.
Yeah, like do you that feeling of like warming people's hearts in that way and connecting to so many of their memories? Like, what does that do for you when you're in there creating the music that you know is intentional?
It's a great feeling because you know that there's a population out there and people out there who's expecting great works. I don't want to ever sit down and do a body of work that I cannot wholeheartedly represent on platforms like this. So we have to make sure that we take the time in the studio, make all the mistakes, do all the effing up in the studio, because there's a place where you spend time with experience so we can have a good end product like we're having now. So everything is factored in.
Yes.
You know, it's not just a slam bam, thank you, moms kind of situation. You know what I mean? A lot of thought goes into the music that we make for the people. A lot of production goes into the music that we make, and that will never change.
It's crazy that people are surprised by that when that is the way that you build great music in a great music career. Like even your breath control that you had when you were performing on Colors, people were like wowed by. And I'm like, but this is what artists that developed into the greatest.
This is what the dancehall, holding the microphone in the dancehall does. If you're in a dancehall and you're singing and the crowd is with you, you cannot stop that song unless they say pull up. And they have their way of saying pull up, whether you're going to hear some shots in the air, or the fence is going to be laid flat on the ground, or you're going to hear so much noise. So, and it helps you to develop a good breath control and a good lung capacity to deliver.
You know, it's crazy when you have an artist that has legacy and catalog like you. It's so amazing to see that. I feel like you almost get more now than you did when you first came out. To see you on the road, to see sold out shows, to see sold out arenas. How does that feel to see that from so many decades to where you are now, that it still continue on even more?
Well, for my part, I must say, when I started out in this music, I started out playing in some 200-seater. My first concert in New York City was the Biltmore Ballroom. Then I find myself playing the Hammerstein Ballroom, Radio City Music Hall. And I used to do, like, on that respect to David Levy, we did 2 shows in Madison Square Gardens in one night. One show at 8 and one show at 11. I mean, I don't know if anyone remember those good old days when that used to be running harder, you know? We're happy knowing that we can still reach the masses. Most importantly, we are happy that the music that we make surpass and last the test of time, that we can still sound like it's yesterday it was made. All these things, are important because you don't want to go around the microphone and sing something and people say, oh man, you're singing the same songs all the time. So you got to keep inventing yourself, back to my point, to keep it relevant, strong.
You know, and you said at one time, you said your mission's been the same since 1992. To uplift,
educate, eradicate negativity from the minds of my people.
Absolutely.
And feed them musically. Hasn't changed. Won't change. Won't change and will never change. See, I see ourselves as the last of the Mohican. You know? I come from a time where, like was discussing before, where dancehall was pivotal. You know, that's not happening anymore. So we have to make sure that we impart this knowledge on the younger youths who see what Buju Banton is doing, see what a Vibe is doing, or what a Bounty or Beanie is doing, but want to do it. Let them know that this is where it comes from. So you want to do it, it can be the fly by day and the pitch by night. But if you want the long haul for the long run with longevity and stability, this is how it's done.
Now they asked, heard the interview and they asked about your legacy. What did you want your legacy to be?
I'm gonna really go with that something there, you know. You know what I mean? On a plan to get rid of already.
Why did you answer like that? Because I don't
really subscribe to them things because people are frickly, you know. I grew up with in a time when talent speak. Now talent don't speak anymore. It's followers' voice. You heard more than everything, anything else. I don't go with that narrative. You know, we make our music and we hope that the music reaches the masses. Because when our work is done, other people's work is just gonna start. We have to move on, and other people go and do the same thing. You know what I mean? So we just do good works and leave the work and leave it in the ether, in the universe. You know.
That's right. Well, so what record you want to hear off the album, brother?
Man. Every Itans.
Okay. I want to hear House Call.
Every Itans about Buju Banton.
What you want to hear?
Butterflies.
I lie.
Let's get it to them all. All right. It's Buju Banton. New album, Too Bad, is out right now. It's The Breakfast Club. It's Buju Banton.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. It's time for the latest with Loren.
What you want to know? The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Because you particularly are bringing the energy to mainstream radio, to black radio.
Sources trusted.
Did you hear that exclusive?
Lauren, I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and everything.
She be having the latest on things.
You ask the questions that need to be answered.
On the Breakfast Club.
Little brown girls look at you and go, I want to be like you.
LL Cool, baby.
Talk to me.
Alrighty, y'all. So this is very sad news. Malcolm Jamal Warner's widow, her name is Tanisha Warner. She is currently suing his mother, Miss Pamela Warner, who is the trustee of the Warner family estate following Malcolm Jamal Warner's passing, for $1.2 million. Now, according to Tanisha, she's saying that Malcolm Jamal Warner, before he passed away, agreed to provide a bunch of different financial benefits under their prenup agreement that they signed back in May of 2022. And that was just days before they got married. She says that Malcolm Jamal Warner, at the time where he was living, failed to follow through on several of the promises. Some of them included maintaining a $1 million life insurance policy, naming Tanisha, his current widow, as the beneficiary. And she claims that he never purchased or maintained the policy. She's also talking about the fact that Malcolm Jamal Warner failed to make annual tax-free payments on a Roth IRA that they would have had. And because of that, she says that there's unpaid obligations totaling over $1 million, the 1.2 that she's asking for, including the life insurance policy, and more than $50,000 in various payments. So she has had to sue the estate to do so. Now, of course, with all of the surrounding details about his passing, and it's his mom and all the things, and we literally just talked about the anniversary of his passing on Monday, which is when this was filed. There are a lot of people like, why would you do that? Why isn't this something that could have been settled privately? So Tanisha gave us a statement to People magazine, and she said for the last year she's attempted to privately settle her beloved husband's complicated estate and honor his last wishes. Malcolm had every intention to provide for our 9-year-old daughter and me. He was close to finalizing a new estate plan to replace the stale plan created in 1996 when he was 26 years old, 20 years before we met and well before we gave birth to our beautiful daughter. She says she's been struggling to care for her daughter as a single mom and now as a sole provider. And legally, she says she had no choice but to take action to protect their rights before the potential statute of limitation expired. And she's thanking people for support and understanding as they work through this. But it's just really sad that this had to become public.
Yeah. Seems like she had to do it.
Yeah.
She had to make sure that their child was okay, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Sucks.
It does. It really does, especially for his mom, who's, and both of them, everybody's grieving at the same time that all of this is happening.
Yeah, I don't even know how somebody can have an opinion on a situation like this because you don't even really know all the ins and outs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you be so quick to judge people and, characterize people, but you don't know why she's doing what she's doing.
No,
sounds very cut and dry to me.
It sucks, but you want at the end of the day, you just want their child to be okay.
Yeah.
And I know you hear Malcolm's mom, so that makes it even worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the players involved. Malcolm's mom, Malcolm's widow. It's just like, but
Malcolm's daughter. Yeah.
You don't really have an opinion of that because you don't know all the ins and outs.
100%. Yeah, well, if there's anything that develops there, we'll keep you guys updated. Now, as we move on, we're still talking about show business a bit, because Oprah, she sat down with Keke Palmer for Baby. This is Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer has been getting a guest, okay? So they sat down and they talked about Oprah and her decision to own part of the Oprah show. She owned 50% of that show. I did not know that. Let's take a listen.
Owning that show was the transition into me owning myself in so many ways. And that came about because I had nothing I wanted more in this world than being in The Color Purple.
Yeah.
And when I went away to do The Color Purple, my bosses at the time said, you only have 2 weeks vacation and I needed 2 months. I ended up giving all of my vacation for the entire contract. If you would just let me finish this movie, I said. This is in 1985. When it came time to renew that contract, my lawyer said, you never want to be in a position where you have to give up everything in order to sacrifice to do what you really want to do. What if you owned part of the show? This was Jeff Jacobs who said this to me. It means you'd have to take the risk yourself that maybe it wouldn't do as well, but you don't have to take a salary. You would get whatever the show was going to make. And I said, sure, because I believed in myself. And the reason why I got the greatest percentage is because none of those guys thought it was going to be that successful.
That's right.
If they thought it was that successful, they would have never given me 50%.
Yeah.
By the way, if you didn't know that, you don't listen to Oprah. Oprah has told that story a million times.
I did not. I know she had ownership stake, but I didn't know it was 50%.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I didn't know.
thought it was more. I actually thought she had got to 90 at some point.
I thought later on she bought more into
She
the
got
show.
more,
But she talks about that story all the time.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
In her early syndication days, when she was just an employee, I think that was the number. But by the time that show was super successful years later, she was like in the
high
90s.
percentage. I thought
I
so.
love
I know it was a very, very high percentage.
Well, she also talks a bit about the tabloids and her experience with that. And now it's the internet. But, there's been conversations about Oprah's weight and why she never got married. And she admits that it actually used to get to her. And she had to phone in a friend, Maya Angelou. Let's take a listen.
The tabloids were just wrecking me all the time. I was on the tabloids every week for either being too fat, she ate too much, she ate a whole pie, she done, just making up lies about me all the time. Or is she getting married? Why he won't marry her? Now they're split up for 20 freaking years. And I would call Maya, and Maya would say, I remember being in the bathroom, I can't even remember what it was, but toilet seat down, sitting in the toilet in the bathroom, calling Maya, and I was crying, and she was like, stop it now. And I was like, but you don't understand what I'm saying. It's just stop it now. That was her favorite phrase. And I say, well, why is it? She said, I want you to say thank you, because whatever it is you're going through, I don't even want to know what it is right now. I want you to know God has already put a rainbow in the cloud for you. You just got to wait to get to the other side where the rainbow is, and say thank you, because I know the rainbow is coming.
Remember when Oprah came out on her show and she had lost all that weight and she had it all in a wagon? Remember she had put like 70-something pounds in a wagon and she pulled it out in the red wagon to show you what 70 pounds looked like? You don't remember that?
That's creative.
I don't remember nothing. Why do I even talk to you?
Yeah. Do y'all know Oprah's real name?
Girl, no.
Do you know Oprah's real name? Charlamagne.
I can't remember it.
It's not Oprah.
Yeah, it's not Oprah.
No, it's Orpa.
Orpa?
Yes, even on her birth certificate, it's Orpa, but she said that
spelled O-R.
People couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah.
She was Oprah.
Yeah, that was another thing I learned too. And
So she changed it to
No,
O-P-R-A-H.
it's if you look at how Oprah is spelled,
People couldn't pronounce it, so she
Oh,
put it
all
together.
them damn R's?
no, I just said that so I could pronounce it right.
Oh,
Like I had to spell it how I say it.
So it look like, oh.
No.
Oh, God.
We got to wrap. We'll play the clip later on. Over
But that was the latest.
Yeah, that
Her
was the
name is
latest.
actually Gail.
Her middle name?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know her middle name, but I didn't know
Gail
her.
Winfrey.
Okay. Orpa. Yes.
Charlamagne, who you give your donkey to, man? Donkey Day is coming up.
Man, 4 after the hour, let's talk crack. Okay, not just crack that you smoke, the crack that you have in the crack I got in my hand right here. You see this?
Yeah.
Apple product, crack. We'll discuss how crack makes you do strange things.
All right.
Okay.
We'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
There's a bunch of donkeys out here in these streets.
I'd make Donkey of the Day.
Called Donkey of the Day. It really caught me off guard.
We live a life where we bite our tongue based off who we may offend. We never would say anything.
Charlamagne, give it to him. Give it to him.
You are a donkey.
That is why Charlamagne is here.
Some donkey todays just saw themselves.
On the Breakfast Club.
Okay, Charlamagne, who you giving Donkey of the Day to today?
Well, donkey of the day for Wednesday, July 22nd goes to a 33-year-old Delaware woman named Shadera Harris, okay? And Shadera, like so many of us, is absolutely, positively a junkie for Apple products. All right, don't fight it. Don't deny it, because the first sign of addiction is absolutely denial. We are 100% addicted to Apple's ecosystem. Okay, we are completely dependent on Apple products. Don't believe me? Watch how you act if you can't find your phone. Okay, watch how you act if you misplace your laptop. All right, watch how you completely go through withdrawal-like symptoms if you feel like you lost your Apple Watch. All right, your mood changes. You might start feeling depression and anxiety. You might start sweating. Okay, you might even feel some aches and pains. You damn sure not gonna be able to sleep or do anything until you locate whatever device you can't find. That's junkie behavior. Okay, we are fiends. The Apple logo might as well be a crack pipe. But then it wouldn't even be called Apple, it'd be called crack. But I'm saying all that to say, Shadera Harris is currently being held in the Baylor Women's Correctional Institution, and she has been charged with strong-arm burglary, conspiracy, terroristic threats, and related offenses, and it's all because of some devil-damned AirPods. Okay, see, Shadera went to Wendy's and allegedly attacked the worker and stole from the register and then came back to the scene of the crime because she lost her AirPods. Do we have some of the audio from the fight?
I steal it. It's my or what? Or what? Give my why you put your hands on the floor? Yeah, not that bitch over there, son. I didn't touch her. Goofy ass bitch.
Damn. Shadera was mad. She couldn't get a cash refund on her Wendy's order. Went behind the counter and took $15 from the register. Swung on someone trying to stop her. Left the Wendy's. And when officers were at the scene investigating the crime she just committed, she came back to the Wendy's in search of some Apple AirPods she left behind during the robbery. But you got the nerve to call somebody else a goofy bitch?
Right.
Okay. All right. Somewhere along the way, we stopped owning our Apple products and started letting them own us. What does that sound like? Crack! Okay, if this isn't junkie behavior, I don't know what is. A junkie will steal from you and then help you look for what they just stole while it's in their pocket. Okay, tell me what's the difference and what Shadera did. Robbed the Wendy's and came back to the Wendy's while police were on the scene to find her crack, a.k.a. an Apple product, okay? Her attachment to the AirPod overrode her common sense, just like a person's attachment to crack can override their common sense, okay? I know it's easy to say she went to jail for some AirPods, but the reality is she went to jail because of an addiction, okay? Mind you, it's a possibility she really is on drugs because robbing Wendy's for $15 is insanity. Okay, she didn't do her jail math because none of this adds up. The money she's gonna have to spend on a lawyer, a bond, I know she don't got it because she took a penitentiary chance for $15 and she couldn't afford to leave those $200 AirPods behind, even risking coming back to the scene of the crime while the police was there to retrieve them. Okay, something not right. All right, she might be addicted to more than Apple products. And listen, Apple makes great products. All right, just don't love them more than you love your freedom. Okay, if losing an AirPod can make you return to the scene of a crime, maybe it's time to ask who's really in control. You, Apple, are the crack. Okay? And I know what I'm about to say isn't even going to matter because we are way too gone off these Apple products already, but never let your attachment to material things cost you your freedom, especially when the material thing is covered in earwax. Look at her mugshot. Did we put her mugshot up? Let me show y'all her mugshot. Let me show you her mugshot.
What?
I'm not doing that. Okay, look at shut up. Look at her mugshot.
You sound named Deasia Harris.
Shadera Harris.
Shadera Harris. Let me say. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's just look at her mugshot. Like I just know those AirPods had more wax than the candle out at home.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Please let Remy Ma give Shadera Harris the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Neck tattoos.
Little locks, baby lock.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was dumb.
Yeah. Definitely dumb.
But
what?
Y'all didn't ever lose it, lose the
Hell
AirPod?
yeah,
and you go
man.
look everywhere for that sucker?
Yeah, but
not the crime scene. Not the scene of a crime.
Them AirPods are expensive. And
No,
if somebody bought it for her, she knows she's not going to get another one. She only got one. I ran back on a plane for one time.
No, absolutely. And you're not even supposed to go back on a plane after you get off.
I went back on a plane looking for my little AirPod piece.
Crack.
That's some expensive ass crack.
And I was
Charlamagne.
mad I couldn't find it. And I had to I didn't get a new one till Christmas.
Yeah, that's the crack you can't lose.
Crack.
Coke.
Crack.
How about that?
Coke ain't nothing but fried crack.
No, but I'm saying
black
it
people
costs
like to
too
fry
much.
everything.
It costs too much to be crack. Crack is cheap. Crack is whack.
Man, crack is addictive.
Yeah, it is.
So it's Coke, ain't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't never did nothing.
If you got the money.
I
got the money.
I smoked Coke once in a blunt with some weed years ago.
That was some real crack though, because she robbed Wendy's for $15.
But it went back for that.
It went back
For that $100.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're all addicted.
All right, but now, thank you so much for that dog of the day. Now, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We want to know, how do you talk to your daughter about being cheated on? Now, this conversation comes from where, Lauren?
This conversation comes from Three Dope Dads podcast. It's Mike Hill, comedian Naeem Lynn, and comedian Malik S. And they sit down, they talk about fatherhood and a bunch of different things. So Naeem threw out the hypothetical, like, how do you talk to your daughter if she's cheated on? What do you tell her to do?
We'll break it down when we come back. We'll have that discussion. You got 4 daughters. I got 4 daughters.
It's a
We'll
lot
talk
of
about it when we
daddy-daughter
come back.
topics this week. I know that's right.
You got a daughter, Jess, as a mom. You could talk about it too.
I mean, I'm not a dad, but yeah, I definitely can talk to her about being cheated on.
Second time you done
But
called
as
her
a
a
mom,
man this week.
no, I literally said.
You should have threw it back.
as
You should have said, what how did your dad
Just
talk to
get
you
on
about it?
your-
That's what you should have said. You should have said, how did your dad talk to you about it? You gotta stand back.
Jess is the only person in this room who be having your back.
That's
You
right.
done got at her twice.
You know
That's
what?
right.
You
That's
should have
crazy.
went back and said,
Stop,
how your
stop
dad
talking
talked
to
to
me.
you about it? That's what you
She
should have
look
did.
like Asho
Second
Speed.
time.
I can see it. She look
You
like
see what
Asho
I'm
Speed.
saying?
Yes, that's right.
Now you
It's
somebody
the-
daddy.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff.
The results are in. Geico is New York's #1 car insurance. Likely because of our savings.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. If you're just joining us, we're opening up the phone lines 800-585-1051. We're asking, how do you talk to your daughter about being cheated on? That is the question. Now, this conversation comes from where, Lauren?
Three Dope Dads podcast with Naeem Lynn, Mike Hill, and Malik S.
All right, let's hear it.
Daughter comes in, she catches a boyfriend cheating. Oh, comes in, talks to you about it. What's your conversation?
I see the love that she has for him.
Mhm.
And this is her first meaningful relationship. This is a young dude, good looking dude, right? And they look good
So he
together.
got the hoes.
And I'm like, yeah, there's some women that's gonna be on, right? And there's a part of me that's like, please don't it up. But if he did, knowing what I've done in my past when I
Right.
was young,
You can't be
right?
a hypocrite.
Right.
I wouldn't have that conversation with him. I would have the conversation with my daughter.
Right.
And the conversation is not leave him. It's like, listen, people do things. This happens sometimes. And you really have to decide when you've had enough. If you decide that you want to get back with him and give him another chance, then I support whatever you want to do. But you will know when you've had enough. And no matter how many times he breaks your heart or hurts you, I'm here for you to talk to.
There's a part of me that's like, I can't say, like you said, I can't be a hypocrite, can't say anything about it, can't get pissed off, can't get mad about it. But there's also a part of me that's scared because I'm like, man, ain't nobody ever hurt me. Is this my karma?
So we're asking 800-585-1051. How do you talk to your daughter about being cheated on? And like I think Naeem said, or one of the brothers said that, you know, he had a past, and I have as well. The great thing with having 4 girls, especially Madison, who is my oldest, she's 24, is I have real conversations with her about the way men think and what guys done and what I've done in the past. And I remember one time she was in Martha's Vineyard. She was with her boyfriend before Andrew, and her boyfriend said, "Let me see your phone." So she gave him the phone. So Madison was like, "Let me see your phone," and the boy said, "All right, 1 second," and ran upstairs on top of the boat. And when she came back home, she told me, and I said, "Well, you know why he ran upstairs on that boat, right?" And she was like, "No, why?"
Explosive diarrhea.
No, it wasn't explosive diarrhea. It was like, because he didn't want to give you that phone.
Yeah.
Whatever was in that phone he did not want you to see, he ran upstairs and deleted it and made sure it wasn't there, and then came back and gave it to you. I said, and you know, but it's just teaching your daughters the game, just like you know, you would want them to see things beforehand. You want your daughter to be aware and think like a guy would think, so she's always aware of what's going on. That's how I do in my household. So I have those conversations early on with Madison, so she understands, so she knows what to look for, she knows what to see, and hopefully in their relationship she never has to deal with it. And it seems like her and Andrew are great, and he's a wonderful dude. But just in case, I just want her to see the signs.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
My dad never had a conversation specifically about guys cheating and what I'm supposed to do after that. I mean, I just already...
What about you cheating on guys?
Was already, like, my first real relationship was Jerome, like my son's father. And my dad didn't specifically talk to me about getting cheated on, but he already saw the signs that Rome would do that. And just was like, yo, don't be stupid.
But do you wish he did have those conversations with you?
No, because I already knew what to do. Anyway, like, you know, I
when you're in love
seen behavior
sometimes,
modeled.
when you're in love sometimes, what a guy says you believe, and you don't even think twice about it because it's your heart speaking and not necessarily your mind.
Yeah, nope. My dad never touched on that. But the thing is, I already knew that it was a deal breaker for me anyway, and I got cheated on. I think I started doing it. I became a good cheater learning from Jerome. Learning from Rome. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never cheat on him. He cheated on me, but that caused me to cheat in a lot of relationships.
Everything
that
he
came
did
after
wrong,
him,
you said, I'm not going to do.
Right, exactly. So, yeah.
What about you, Charlotte? You got 4 daughters.
Yeah, my oldest is 18, and I got a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 4-year-old. So this is still hypothetical.
But your 18-year is going to be dating if she's not dating already.
I mean, and that's the other thing. Like, what kind of cheating are we talking about? Like, when you talking about Mike Hill's daughter, was she married? Was she just in a relationship? I don't know.
Mike Hill's daughter wasn't cheated on. He was just saying how much he sees, like, how she's into him. So her heart would be broken. He has 2 daughters. One of his daughters are... I think 24 and 27, I believe.
What would the conversation be like?
I mean, yeah, for me, I guess I don't know if I would or could. Because if my daughter came to me and spoke to me about being cheated on, that's a moment where I feel like I would just listen. Because I think that's one of those moments when you have to recognize your daughter is an adult and she has to make her own decisions. I can tell her what happened in my life, with myself and her mother, but that's not a decision I can make for her. I don't even know what advice I would give her. He cheated on you. I think I would just listen in that moment and, tell her my experiences and let her make her own decision because she's an adult.
Would you follow your heart?
Would you tell her things that guys do and things to look out for?
But that's why I said I would tell her my life experiences.
Right.
I would tell her things that happened between me and her mother. But I wouldn't give her no advice to leave our state. That's a decision she has to make on her own as an adult.
But I'm just talking more of the advice of seeing things from a different view, right? Because sometimes when you're in love, you look over certain things.
You
and
ignore the flags.
And being your daughter's, of course, parent, father, and also being a friend, you want her to understand that is,
Yeah, absolutely.
I would ask you,
leave me alone. Not today.
All right.
What about your grandfather?
My he's not alive anymore, but my
Oh man.
No, it's fine. He was older. He lived a great life. But my granddad, though, he did used to be really involved. He didn't care for my ex at all.
That's so crazy.
At all.
But he took care. He helped take care of her when he was here on
he
Earth.
did. He didn't care for my ex at all. He didn't get involved. He would just listen, and he used to tell me, "You got to think about do you value yourself? Because some things I'm watching, I don't think you value yourself right now. And when you value yourself, you won't have to come to me and talk about anything." That's what he used to tell me.
Period.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on, Envy? This is Shaheed from Jersey City.
Shaheed, Jersey City. What's up?
Charlamagne.
What's up, man?
Lauren, what up?
Good morning.
Yo, Jersey City floods out so crazy when it rains, like it's disrespectful.
Yeah, it is wild.
Yo, it was crazy.
It was crazy the other day. But talk to us. What's your thought, bro?
All right, so check it out, right? What we have to understand is the act of betrayal itself, which is what cheating is. It cannot be looked at as gender based when talking to your children. It has to be looked at as an act of betrayal. So you want to let your daughter understand that you have been betrayed by someone who made you believe that they would never betray you. I understand it hurts. I understand you feel bad. You may also feel insecure after this. But what you have to understand is that this person made you believe that you were special and that showed you exactly who they were.
Now, you laying it on too thick now, because what about when she hit you with daddy, so you betrayed mommy?
Yeah.
Didn't you love mommy, daddy? So you laying it on too thick now. See, you a little too much, too
I think we
judgmental.
should do
See,
that.
everybody ain't got that experience, though.
You got to be self-aware, too, though.
Charlamagne, with me, I've talked about relationships for 30 years. I actually wrote a book on relationships as well.
Okay.
What you have to understand is that they have to understand the betrayal itself. They think that I'm cheating, I'm worthless. No, that person is worthless who cheated on you. You're not worthless. That worthless person is the person who cheated on you and cheated on the relationship and cheated on the idea that you have around the relationship. When you look at it as being betrayed and not cheated on, it makes you understand it better. Because nobody wants betrayal.
Yo, this nigga a therapist, bro.
So how do you
can't ask him, yo.
So how can you ask a person to forgive you for betrayal?
Yeah.
You can ask them all you want to, but you're not going to really feel like you've given what you want because the betrayal is there.
I don't agree with that.
But what about redemption?
Exactly.
I don't know how we got down to this road. All we were trying to do is
you can get the redemption, but you're never going to forget. That's what people don't get. You can forgive, but the person who's been cheated on, they'll never forget.
Nah, they'll never forget. Absolutely positive.
That's why the best apology is always change behavior.
I don't even know how we got there. It just was a conversation about talking to your daughter about being cheated on.
I mean, he's not wrong, but I'm just saying you can't lay it on that thing. It's betrayal.
Right.
And you cannot come back from the depths of it. Like, no, what are you talking about, bro?
You're gonna be gay after that. Now you know what? I ain't even dealing with the guys there. No, I'm just saying.
800-585-1051. How do you talk to your daughter about being cheated on? That is the question. Now, if you're just joining us, we'll open up the phone lines 800-585-1051. We're asking, how do you talk to your daughter about being cheated on? Now, That is a question we've asked, and it came from where, Lauren?
It came from the Three Dope Dads podcast with comedian Naeem Lynn, comedian Malik S, and Mike Hill.
All right, so we have PJ. PJ, you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm on the phone. Boy, how you doing?
What's up, brother? Talk to us.
Good morning, PJ.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Been watching a long time.
Appreciate you, PJ.
You've been listening a long time, PJ.
I've been listening a long time. Back in the day, dog. I'm 60 years old.
Oh, that's
wow.
congrats, brother.
Wow, you sound all youthful.
You was in your 40s when we first started Breakfast Club.
That's what I'm trying to say. Biggie and all that. I see it all.
Nah, we ain't that old.
No Biggie,
we ain't been around that long.
We never interviewed Biggie, brother. Not that old.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. All right, talk to us. What's your thoughts, brother? So you gotta, if you have daughters, they older, way older.
I got 3 daughters. My oldest daughter is 36.
Yep.
My youngest daughter is 30.
Okay. So how was that conversation about talking to them about cheating, brother?
Man, I've been in the game and I tell them exactly what's going on because I know how I am.
How you was or how you
I
are?
gotta let them know.
So what you let them know, player?
I let them know the truth. I let them know how men are. I let them know how deceiving they are. I know how I am.
Also, you can't even generalize like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are some really good guys out here who were not moving the way we were moving when we were younger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you can't generalize all men. I can tell you how men are. Like, that's why I say everybody's experience is different. That's why when my daughters get to that age where they're coming to me, talking to me about stuff like that, I feel like the only thing I can do is listen. That's it.
Like I even look at, and I'm bringing Madison back in, her fiance, Andrew. He's so much more grown than I was at his age. He only wants to go out when they go out together.
Right.
He just plays basketball and video games. That's it. Like he outside does not exist. He'd rather let's stay watch a scary movie. Let's watch it. Like he's like that. Let's play a game. Like he is like that. I wasn't like that at his age. I was outside.
Out here in them cheeks.
God damn, you could have just said discreet.
I don't know about cheeks.
Out here in the streets.
Yeah, because
sorry.
And then, well, you know, he grew up in the '90s in New York, so cheeks. We don't even know what cheeks we're talking about here.
Well, you say how you said DJ Clue used to be
could have been
with
a
him?
combination of cheeks. You know what I mean?
How he used to be?
Clue.
Let's go put like that. Me and you used to be out together. So with me and your cheeks, that what you saying?
But NB, everybody already know we gay, bro.
All right, you right.
Like we know that already.
What's the moral of the story?
We're gay?
No, not that story. I mean the cheese story.
The moral of the story is, like he said, you can't generalize how all men are. You can't. You just gotta listen. Most dads will just listen, because I do remember going to my dad, telling him that somebody cheated on me. Telling him Rome cheated on me. And I know my dad wanted to be like, I told you, he's a diva. He's in competition with you. So, you know, that's what my father used to say about Rome. But
and I could be wrong, but there's no advice you can give a woman when it comes to a matter of the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, her girlfriends could be telling her, leave that dude.
Yep.
Her parents could be telling her, but if she feel like she shouldn't, she's not. So what are you going to say? That's a moment as a father, I'm just going to listen and, you know, share some experiences that I've been through, and that's it. But she got to make her own decisions.
All right. When we come back, we got the latest with Lauren?
We do. There's an update with Wendy Williams. That A&E lawsuit over the Wendy Williams documentary has been settled, so we're going to talk about that a bit.
All right, we'll get to all that next, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Lauren becoming a straight fast.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
Brought to you by Top Dog Law on The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Alrighty, y'all. So Wendy Williams, you guys remember the Where Is Wendy Williams doc that Lifetime A&E aired, and there was a lawsuit. So Wendy Williams' guardian, a woman by the name of Sabrina Morrissey, had filed a lawsuit against A&E and Lifetime, and she said it was on Wendy Williams' behalf because she says that there was no valid contract that was in place when Wendy Williams filmed that doc. Now, that doc showcased about 2 years of Wendy's life leading up to the time when she went into the guardianship, during the time when she first had gotten, leading up to and then when she got into the guardianship, Wendy did not look good in that documentary. She was still drinking. Her health was declining. And what they alleged in the original filing was like, there's no way you could have signed a contract, a valid one, with anybody that was in the state that Wendy Williams was in. The Guardian tried to stop the documentary from airing in the beginning. That didn't work. It aired. And then she sued, saying that Wendy only received $82,000 from the doc while the network made millions. So she wanted the money from that documentary to go to Wendy Williams because Wendy would needed to take care of herself moving forward. Now that lawsuit has been settled. Now before we get into the settlement, I want to play a clip. The last time we talked to Wendy Williams about this lawsuit, I want you guys to hear her sentiments. Let's take a listen.
What's up with the Lifetime lawsuit, Wendy?
I love Lifetime. Are you serious?
So you still
oh God. Oh, wait, I can't do so much talking. But look, I love Lifetime. Lifetime has been good to me. When I get out of guardianship, if Lifetime's what they want, let's talk the ducats. Let's talk about the money. Let's talk about what I be doing.
But your guardian is suing them.
Oh, well, she's gone. Look, I'm on the wrong team. Just like my guardian person as well as the judge. They tell me, oh, my gosh, Wendy, you stand to get $20 million. What do I want with $20 million when it has... First of all, look, just stop. How much money will be going to you and you and you and you? By the time I have to pay everybody, I end up with $1.
She's not wrong.
Yeah. So she said that she stood to win $20 million from this situation. We don't have details of
but
how
it would end up going to all of those other people.
of those people. We don't have details on what was divided where and how that happened. But what we do know is that there was a settlement. And yes, there are going to be other people that are paid in this.
Such a sad story.
A very sad story, because what's also still happening is Wendy is still fighting actively to get out of the conservatorship that we know of. So
did you read the stuff in Rolling Stone about what it's covering?
Yeah. So I mentioned it in the beginning, but according to the documents that were listed, Sabrina was asking for all of the proceeds for the doc to go to Wendy. In the document, she says Wendy will need significant funding to provide for proper medical care and supervision for the rest of her life. So they're making it seem as if all this money will go to Wendy for that. And it should, because this document, obviously they profited. The documentary was huge for Lifetime, but we just don't know how much that will be because so many people aren't.
And it'll cover the settlement agreement, the attorney fees, the cost of Wendy's attorneys, and the proposed distribution
of the
any
settlement. That money that they will be walking away with after all that. Which Wendy, I just played that clip. That clip was from a year ago. Wendy understood that a year ago that all those people would need to be paid before she even got to see any profits. So.
I just hope Wendy has a huge nest egg, because I'm sure that facility is very expensive. I'm sure fighting these attorneys and continue this long ass fight is very expensive. And
Sabrina's over her finances.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I hope she has enough. So what happens when that money runs out? If it runs out, like, where does she live after that? Because that facility is expensive.
And she already sold her apartment here?
Yeah, I believe she sold her apartment.
She got rid of the house in Jersey a while ago. Yep. Now in other news and updates, so we didn't talk about this, but during that whole Jay-Z weekend that was happening in New York, there was an older gentleman, a 63-year-old man that it ran into in his car. He ran into the gate of one of Jay-Z and Beyonce's Hampton houses. So he's actually been charged now. He was criminally charged with mischief, and there's a misdemeanor criminal trespassing charge after a security guard, and it was reported that they saw this man driving his Subaru through a reinforced gate on the couple's property. Now, people at the time were reporting that this guy, when he got out of the car, he was like very confused, didn't really know what was happening. He was in the area because a day or so prior to that, he had like looked at a home in the area. But yeah, the update there is that he's actually been criminally charged now. So
yes. Like, was he drunk? Like, what do you mean? He crashed into it, or
he ran into it? Yeah. All that we know is they said that he was confused. That the security guard saw the car go into the gate. He was traveling at a high rate of speed. And yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So they asked him to get out of the vehicle. He got out with no issue, and then they placed him on the ground and put him under arrest. Yes. So small update there, and that's the latest for the hour. It's brought to you by Top Dog Law. Any accident, big or small, call Top Dog Law.
Can that guy call who ran into the gate? Or that was his fault, so he can't really... That wasn't really an accident?
But we don't know.
I don't know what got him, like what made him lose control. I don't know the details of that
he was
yet.
in his 60s, you said?
63 years old.
Yeah, but they don't know if it was malice or if he just fell asleep or if it was a medical condition, right? Because I know they did a restraining order just in case.
Yes. Yeah, but Good Morning America's reporting this morning said that some of the reports or some of the things that they were being told was that they didn't believe that there was any like ill intention. Like he didn't know whose house.
Damn. You would have asked him, hey, what was you doing, buddy? What happened?
All right.
Probably would have told you.
All right. Well, let's get to the mix. That was the latest with Loren. And salute to 50 Cent again. Last night, I was at the premiere of his new show on Starz, Fightland. Pretty dope show. Comes out July 31st. I got a chance to talk to Fifth last night. I seen Notori Norton. She sends her love. She was there last night. Sherry Shepherd was there as well. She sends her love as well. A couple of the actors. It's based out of UK. So I asked Fifth, like, so you're always in all your own ish. Why are you in this one? He said, I couldn't get the voice down, bloke. So he said, if you would have got the voice, he would have been in it. But salute to it. It comes out July 31st. So I had a great time last
50
night.
woke up wilding this morning. I tell you that. That's why I asked you last night, was 50 on BS and what was he saying? He woke up wilding this morning.
He actually wasn't on BS. He was happy. He was happy the new show came. He said this is going to be another hit. He was in a good mood.
Well, he's been talking about Rick Ross and those 2,000 first week sales for the last couple days.
Is that true? This morning.
I saw a report that from Hot New Hip Hop that Rick Ross first week sales or projection are 2,000. For the project that he just dropped.
Oh, so that is true. Yeah, but now
according to reports, it's a projection.
Out this morning.
Jesus.
All right. And he went to the after party ended at 4 or 5 o'clock, so he means he still ain't go to sleep.
He do that all the time. I mean, sure he do that all the time.
All right, well, Mr. Breakfast Club, good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, last night I got a chance to host the red carpet for 50's premiere show, his new show, Fightland, and I got a chance to chop it up with 50, and he breaks down what the show is about.
Yeah, it's exciting. This one is a UK-based show. I got Ottawa Bathurst to direct it. So the first 2 episodes he did, they may know him from Peaky Blinder or Black Mirror, but he's really dope. And then I got like the other guys that I got to do throughout the season. It's like top notch, bro. So you're gonna see this one's gonna feel like it's a grade better than what I did like in Power.
Really?
I promise that.
Did you ever get nervous the fact that you're bringing a UK-based show to America and how it would transcend and translate to people?
No, I think it's easier. It's easier because here we'll embrace the characters and know that we don't know that world. Like, so we can just get into it, immerse ourselves into it. But I think the flaws in the characters are what people relate to. So you see, like, Kanan, it creates its own spinoff.
Correct.
Because of how damaged he was. And then you see Raising Kanan being a huge successful project. It's like a season 5 at the present moment.
Well, there you have it. Check it out July 31st, Fightland on Starz. Just letting you guys know, 2 days away from my car show in Hampton. Super duper excited. It's the Drive Your Dreams car show, so I can't wait to see you guys. You guys have been showing so much love, so much support. I just want to say thank you to the 757 Hampton, Norfolk, Chesapeake, Virginia Roads, Virginia Beach. Just thank you so much, man. All right, and also we got to salute to Buju Banton for joining us this morning.
Yeah, I'm mad I missed Buju, man. I don't think I ever met Buju in person.
How you just put your slang
the
on
little
like
accent?
Buju man.
You don't say nothing when Drake do it, so shut the up when I do it. Okay? Because some people need to be... Taylor just whispered from the background. Why you keep telling people shut the F up? Because some people need to get told to shut the F up.
Listen to him today, okay?
Why you act like some people don't need to get told shut the F up?
I am leaving him alone today.
All right, well, come back. Positive note. You have positivity in your soul?
I do
your
have a
system
positive
today?
note. I do.
Now, you're going to be tonight in Brooklyn.
Tonight in Brooklyn, y'all. Hold the thunderstorms. I just got a call from the forecast people. They said that it's not going thunderstorm until like 12 midnight. So y'all good to still come out to the Brooklyn Improv down in Williamsburg. So make sure you come. We got one show tonight at 7:30, one show tomorrow at 7:30. And then I'll be in Chicago this Friday and this Saturday at the Chicago Improv. Get your tickets at JessHilariousOfficial.com.
It floods crazy in Williamsburg too when it rains. You should
She got light vest. You can swim.
No, shut up, yo. Please relax, yo. Just y'all, come on out, yo.
No, for real. You know when you see the news and it shows the flooding, that's where it be at.
No, it don't. Shut up. It be everywhere. Anyway, what's your positive note, yo? Damn.
The positive note is even if it floods, everything happens for a reason. Okay, the highs, the lows, the wins, the losses, the people who come in and the ones who leave, none of it is random, all right? Every moment carries a lesson. Every lesson is guiding you closer to your purpose. So when life feels heavy, pause, breathe, and remember there's a meaning in this too. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up. Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.